أعلن مسؤول أمني مصري اعتقال 3 فلسطينيين.
An Egyptian security official announced that 3 Palestinians and 2 Jordanians were arrested in the town of Sheikh Zayed in the Sinai, and 1 ton of explosives was found. While Egypt continues its campaign against Hezbollah, people have become vocal in their criticism of it.
The nation's given right of resisting occupation is now considered a punishable crime. This right, which is guaranteed by international law, is now considered by some regimes as an act of terrorism and a threat to security. This is how the recent Egyptian campaign against Hezbollah appears to have unfolded.
The Egyptian regime is no longer aware of what it is doing. As you know, it was flat out lying. It used to say that the borders with Gaza were opened and people were seeing that the borders were closed on television screens.
Hezbollah resistance in Lebanon in 2006 is the only force that has been able to deter the Israeli aggression and occupation from Lebanon. Now some are conspiring against Hezbollah in order to undermine the success of this resistance. They want to gain political points that they want to use in their negotiations.
Many people defended the right of resistance to fight occupation.
Launching media and military campaigns strongly proves that they are trying to undermine the role of the resistance and destroy its reputation. They have allocated millions of dollars for media and military and educational campaigns with the goal of undermining the role of the resistance and destroying its reputation.
Egypt wants to turn public opinion against Hezbollah. The objective is not only to harm Hezbollah. Facts on the ground show that the objective is to harm the resistance in general.
Condemnation also came from outside the region, which is understandable, especially when considering that the resistance in general is under attack.
If there was no Hezbollah in Lebanon or in the region, Israel, which only understands the language of force, would have toppled Hamas, Jordan, Lebanon, and even Egypt.
The Egyptian campaign against Hezbollah takes attention away from the essential issue, which is the Palestinian plight and the true genocide against the Palestinians. Israel is the only beneficiary from this campaign.
The objectives of the campaign against Hezbollah are clear. It is not aimed at just Hezbollah, but goes beyond that as a campaign against the symbol of resistance, especially when considering countries have taken clear positions in today's struggle.
Islamic thinker Rashid al-Ghanouchi said that the campaign against Hezbollah by the Egyptian regime will not fool Muslim nations who are fully aware of what is going on. During an interview with Al-Alam television, he said that Arabic and Islamic national security can only be achieved by supporting the resistance in Palestine and Lebanon.
الأمن العربي والأمن الإسلامي إنما يتحقق
Arabic and Islamic national security can only be achieved by supporting the resistance in Palestine and Lebanon in all occupied lands. Our nations are very aware that they can't be fooled by this kind of hallucination. We are addressing our nations, which have a great deal of goodness. They must live up to the responsibilities that God and history have entrusted to them.